Bryan, and today we're going to be talking to you guys about rabbits. We have a visitor here with us. This is Leaf. He's a boy rabbit. Although there's many different breeds of rabbits, Leaf is a Holland Lop, which means he has floppy ears, a broad head, and a small, short little body. Leaf also has very thick fur, depending on the weather. In the wintertime, Leaf's fur grows to keep him warm in the chilly. In the summertime, Leaf sheds his fur so he can be cool when the sun is out. Holland Lops weigh between 2 to 4 pounds. Leaf weighs exactly 4 pounds. Rabbits can be all different colors: orange, cream, white, black, brown, gray. Leaf's diet is timothy hay, grass, rabbit pellets, and fresh clean water. Leaf lives outside in his cage, where he likes to hop around and play. Why don't you put him down so everyone can see how he hops?
Hey everybody, thanks for joining in, and thank you to Abby and Evie Bryan for that great discussion on bunnies and that little Holland Lop bunny that you said that you had. It is so cute looking. I would love to hold that one day and visit y'all's farm. I wanted to show you how to do 2 types of bunnies today. So we're going to do one that's a little more simple and one that is a bit more advanced for my older students. So I'll show that one to you here in just a second. Let's go ahead and get started with this more simple one. So the first thing that we're gonna do is draw a circle. You should be drawing with a pencil. Make sure you're drawing lightly, taking your time to work your way around this circular shape. Never try and draw anything in one foul swoop. So you wanna take your time working your way around that shape. Then we're going to add some shoulders. So I'm going to add a shoulder on the left, and I'm going to add a shoulder on the right. Remember to sketch lightly because you are going to make some mistakes and we want to be able to erase. All right, now what we want to do is draw what looks like an upside down triangle right here in the center of our circle. And now we're going to add a little mouth. So far we've got a circle, our shoulders, an upside down triangle, and a little mouth. Let's add a few whiskers. The eyes, we're going to do 2 black dots. You could add some little eyebrows and eyelashes if you wanted to. And now we're going to add the ears. Now remember, when you draw, it is okay to allow things to extend off the paper. I'm going to draw a curved line and another curved line, and notice I do allow that to go off the paper. Interior details are important, so we're going to do some lines on the inside of the ear. So I'll give y'all a second to get caught up to that point. On the other ear, we want to mix it up a little bit, so we're going to basically follow the same directions. We're going to do a curve on the left, a curve on the right. This time I'm going to make it look like part of the ear is kind of hanging down from the top of the page. So you should have a curve on the left, a curve on the right. I'm going to draw a curved line, and notice it goes below this line. And then I'm just going to go back up with it. So those of you that are working with pencil, which I hope everyone is, you would then erase that line and put you a little interior line on the inside. I could add some grass. Remember, you can do to your picture what you want to. If you wanted to add some clouds or Easter eggs, if you want to add some flowers in the hair, you can make it your own. To do flowers, all that I do is put my marker, pencil down, I make a little dot, and I go around and around and around. Put my pencil down, I make a dot, I go around and around. Put my pencil down, I make a dot, I go around and around. And then I just add what look like leaves. So all I'm doing is a curved line, and I bring it back. So I put that, or excuse me, I add some of those going in different directions. And then I like to take a few lines to look like little pieces of grass to fill in my empty spots. and I add some of that in there. Now, when you get ready to color these, you can color these any way that you want. We do know that Easter is coming up this weekend, so some of you may want to color the bunny pink. You may want to color it light brown. There's so many different colors that you could choose, so I encourage you to do it how you want to do it. But just make sure you're mixing your colors. So for example, if I color that pink, I need to pick another color. This one's a little orangey, and I need to mix my colors. So you never want anything to be just one color. So let's say I wanted to color this purple. What do y'all think a good color would be to mix in with this that may be similar? Maybe blue or pink would look good. So you're going to color it and then mix another color in with it. And even on your green, when you get ready to come up here to your flowers, you're not going to do just one color green. You're going to add lots of different colors. That layering of colors looks really good. And what's something that you always do when you have class with me after you finish drawing something? You always outline your picture with black. That defines it. It gives it a finished and a pristine look. So I want you to make sure that before you start to color, we're outlining everything in black. I don't care if it's with a Sharpie or a crayon, but don't miss that step. So this is our first one, and I'm going to flip that over and find my next paper, and we will get started on the second demonstration. Okay, everybody, now we're going to draw a more advanced bunny. This is going to look like a Holland Lop, which is what Abby and Miss Evie showed us earlier. Evie. So I think I referred to this as a Holly Lop. It's actually a Holland Lop, and they're the ones that have the floppy ears, and they look so cuddly. So this is a bit more advanced. If you want to challenge yourself, then I encourage you to attempt this one as well. So what we're going to do first is draw a curved line. So just slightly bent. Everyone should be working with a pencil, and remember, you need to be drawing lightly. Nothing is ever drawn perfect the first time, ever. So make sure you're drawing lightly, because you will have to go back and revise this a little bit. All right, now I'm going to draw a curved line on the left and right. And now I'm going to start to add the jawline. So I'm going to come out on the left and extend out in a curved line on the right. And I can go ahead and connect that. Let's add what look like some shoulders here on the left and right. And let's add some floppy ears. So I'm going to kind of keep it close to the head and then extend out a little bit and bring those floppy ears on down. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to start out and keep it kind of close to the head and then extend out a little bit more, like so. Now for my eyes, I want my eyes to be obviously up here in this area. So I'm going to draw a curved line and try and get my lines about in the same spot on each side. Extend those out just a little bit. And draw me some ovals. I can draw some circles and then kind of shade around those to make them look like white highlights. Those are called hot spots. If you know someone that's a photographer, they like to catch those when they take pictures of people's eyes. All right, now I'm going to come down and I'm going to draw a curved line, and I'm wanting to go below that first shape that we drew. So I'm going to draw my curved line about right there. And then I'm going to add a nostril on the left, a little curved line, and a nostril on the right. And then I'll kind of connect it a little bit here. So we can see that bunny starting to come together. I'm going to draw a little straight line, and I'm going to draw some puffy cheeks. So a puffy cheek on the left and a puffy cheek on the right. And notice my lines. I'm not concerned. This is how an artist begins their work. You work your shapes and lines out on paper, and then you go back and you outline your best ones, the ones that you want to retain at the end. All right, now I'm gonna add a few whiskers. Notice how loose and how I'm holding my pencil kind of on the side as I sketch those in. And if I want, I could add a few little dots here. Okay, I want mine to have a bow tie, so I'm gonna draw either a square or a circle to start out. And then I'm gonna draw a curve on the left and a curve on the right. Basically repeat that shape underneath and connect it. And after you get finished with that, you're basically gonna do some wavy lines on each side and in the center. And then you go back over those. Now, if you wanted to, you could add some Easter eggs or some grass. I'm just gonna kind of go up and down like this. If I wanted to add some eggs in here, if I wanted one kind of poking up here, and then I could do a special design. Okay, everybody. So you can see what our finished drawings look like. Remember, you must outline them with either a black crayon or a black Sharpie. And you're going to experiment with your colors. Now, some of you have markers and other materials at home, so you may want to make this a mixed medium piece. And remember, that means you're just using different mediums to create a finished work of art. So if you have markers, it would be great if you colored almost everything and then went back in and used the markers just to add some special accents at the end. So perhaps on your flowers. And if you wanted to, you can blend your markers too. So what I would do is kind of start my flowers, and then you'll use similar colors and have those kind of bleed in together. And that looks really pretty. Just remember to make sure you're mixing your colors on everything. And just like our little guy over here, if you wanted to play on his tie with adding some special details, you know, on Easter, everybody has their fanciest outfit. So you might want to give him the fanciest bow tie that there is. That is one thing I love about Easter, is seeing everybody dressed up in a fancy outfit. Unfortunately, this year we won't be able to see those outfits, but we all know why we celebrate, and we can still get up and honor our Savior in the way that we see fit. So you can see how that adds quite a bit, right? So you can play and do what you want to do. So remember, this is considered a mixed medium. So, you know, I love for you to follow everything up with a story. I would encourage you to get a composition notebook, and I have my boys date what we do, and they write their stories in here that go along with whatever our lesson was for the day, whatever our drawing lesson was. So I encourage you to date in your notebook, what was the lesson about, what did you learn from the Bryan girls, and also make up a story, get creative, tell us about your bunny. So what's the deal with your bunny? What's their name? What are they doing? Are they helping deliver eggs? Are they working at the egg factory preparing baskets? What is the story? So please, if you don't mind, share your artwork and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I hope that y'all have a wonderful and a blessed day.